Hi, our video this time, our work this time is going to be on commas. So there are several uses of commas which we have gone over before in other years, but let's go ahead and go over them now. I see I have a little bit of a glare, but I think you can figure that out. It says between, where there's the glare. Between items in a series, including before the and or the or. So here's three examples. We brought sandwiches, chips, and drinks. So that's three things. So I put a comma between here and I put a comma before the word and. And then a brown, white, and black dog came up to us. So there we have three adjectives that are equally describing the noun. And so I put commas there. I know that I need commas between those adjectives because of the word and. If I said she has long, soft hair, then that would be, I need one between long and soft, but I don't need one before hair. Yeah. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, do you want VeggieTales, The Simpsons, or Transformers? So I have three titles here, and I use the word or to join them because it's a choice. But we still need a comma before the or. And the next thing is with conjunctions that form compound sentences. So here I have three independent clauses that are joined with commas plus the conjunction and. I'll bring salad, she'll bring rice, and he'll make the chili. So I put comma here between these two and then a comma before the and that joins the three independent clauses. With non-essential clauses and phrases. He set up the entire stage, which was really helpful. That one is a non-essential clause, meaning that if I take it off, he set up the entire stage, the basic meaning of the sentence stays the same. If I said he set up the stage that is in front of the room, now I'm narrowing it down. Maybe there's more than one stage. I don't know. Usually the word which indicates that it's going to be a non-essential clause, and the word that indicates that it is an essential clause. It gets a little bit stickier with the word who, because we don't have another one for people. So hopefully the exercises in your workbook will help you with that. My mom, that lady in the red coat, will judge the contest. Now if I take out that lady in the red coat, the sentence means basically the same thing. My mom will judge the contest. So I do need commas because it's a non-essential phrase. Okay, so really quick, the difference between clauses and phrases. Clauses are groups of words that could stand alone as a complete sentence because they have a subject and a verb. An independent clause could stand alone as a sentence. A dependent clause has a subject and a verb, but because of the word at the beginning of it, it can't stand alone as a sentence. For example here, which was really helpful, is not an independent clause because of the word which at the beginning. And we'll see more in a minute. My mom, that lady in the red coat. That lady in the red coat is a phrase because it does not have a verb. With introductory elements, these are introductory elements that need commas after them. A direct address, again, direct address does not mean where somebody lives or the location of something. It means the person that you are talking to or addressing. So a direct address, Mia, are you there? And so I'm talking to Mia, so I need to put a comma after her name. Mild interjection, wow, that was short. So when you don't want to use an exclamation point because you don't want to be all that dramatic, you can just use a comma. Longer multiple prepositional phrase. So this one says, on top of the mountain behind our house, we set up our campsite. So that's kind of a long prepositional phrase, and in this case, it's made up of three different prepositional phrases put together. So we do need a comma after that group of prepositional phrases. We do not need commas between the prepositional phrases. Just between the prepositional phrase and the rest of the sentence. An adverb clause that introduces a sentence needs a comma after it. If you leave, comma, she will cry. Now, if we put that in the other order, she will cry if you leave, you don't need a comma, only if it's introductory. With interrupters, direct address, it says, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. That's a line from a song. And my friend is who the song is addressed to. Notice also here we were talking about apostrophes before. You have the apostrophe here after blowing to replace the G, just because we're doing an informal kind of speech or song, actually. Non-essential appositives. Many people don't want our president, comma, Donald Trump, comma, to stay in office. So Donald Trump is actually another way to say our president. It's non-essential because of that. So you could take it out and the sentence would mean the same thing. So it's non-essential. Parenthetical expressions. My husband and I, in fact, hope he stays. So here's a parenthetical expression, which means basically that it's non-essential. If I take out the words in fact, then the sentence means the same thing. My husband and I hope he stays. I just inserted a little parenthetical expression. I could also have said my husband and I, on the contrary, hope he stays. And I would still need, of course, commas between those words. Another reason that we might need commas is with dates. In English, this is how dates are written in a sentence. The election held on November 3rd, 2020 was very close. So I have a comma between the date, the day of the month here, and a comma between, and the year, and a comma between the year and the rest of the sentence. So that's how we do that. Let's see, with address parts, when we're writing them in a sentence, we do need to put commas between the name of the street and the name of the city. For the United States, the name of the city and the name of the state always have a comma between them. For other countries, we're like Tegucigalpa, Honduras, we would need to put a comma between Tegucigalpa and Honduras. Also here, if I had added USA, then I would need a comma between Missouri and USA, just to separate the elements of the address. With abbreviations that follow a person's name, here we have John Smith, Jr., PhD. So there needs to be a comma before junior or senior, something like that, to indicate which John Smith we're talking about. And also, there needs to be a comma before his degree, if we're talking about him as a person who holds a degree. A PhD is a doctorate in some kind of humanities area, like possibly literature or psychology, something like that. And then with the salutation of a personal letter, dear Aunt Lisa, comma. Now I said personal letter, because if it's a business letter, then you would put a colon there. But Aunt Lisa, if you're addressing someone as Aunt Lisa, then it's not a business letter. But like, dear Mr. Ramirez, colon, because I'm addressing him formally, and I'm going to write a formal business kind of letter. So hopefully, I'm going to back up here. Yeah. Hopefully, all of these things will help you with the workbook pages that are being assigned on commas. Have a nice day.